Welcome back to Prep for My Test. If you're preparing for the 2026 Jamaica Food Handler Permit Test, you're in the right place. In this practice session, you'll go through 25 updated questions and answers to review important food safety topics and build confidence before the real test. Let's get started. Question number 1. Hey students, this one is very important. A food handler has just finished preparing raw chicken and needs to assemble a ready-to-eat salad. What should the food handler do first? A. Wipe the gloves and continue. B. Wash hands properly before handling the salad. C. Rinse the chicken knife with water only. D. Place the salad beside the raw chicken. Answer B. Hands must be washed after handling raw meat and before touching ready-to-eat food. This helps prevent cross-contamination. Question number 2. Watch this food safety question carefully. A refrigerated high-risk food is being held during service. Which temperature provides the safest control under Jamaica's food safety guidance? A. 5 degrees Celsius or below. B. 12 degrees Celsius or below. C. 18 degrees Celsius or below. D. 25 degrees Celsius or below. Answer A. Potentially hazardous foods should be maintained at 5 degrees Celsius or below when held cold. Proper temperature control slows the growth of harmful microorganisms. Question number 3. Don't rush this one. A food handler notices a small cut on a finger before starting work. What is the appropriate action? A. Leave the cut uncovered if it is not bleeding. B. Wash it once and continue preparing food. C. Cover it with a clean, appropriate dressing before handling food. D. Cover it with a used kitchen towel. Answer C. Cuts and wounds should be properly covered to prevent contamination of food and food contact surfaces. Question number 4. This is a tricky food safety point. A worker arrives for a shift wearing a clean uniform but has uncovered hair. What should be corrected before food preparation begins? A. The worker's shoes. B. The color of the uniform. C. The length of the shift. D. The worker should use suitable hair restraint. Answer D. Hair restraints help prevent hair from contaminating food and food contact surfaces. Food handlers should use suitable head coverings or restraints while working. Question number 5. Listen carefully, students. A kitchen worker needs to thaw frozen meat for a later meal. Which method is appropriate? A. Leave it on a counter overnight. B. Thaw it safely in a refrigerator. C. Place it beside a warm stove. D. Leave it uncovered in the preparation area. Answer B. Safe thawing can be done in a refrigerator maintained at an appropriate temperature. Leaving meat at room temperature can allow harmful microorganisms to multiply. Question number 6. Think about preventing contamination here. A food handler has been using the restroom and is returning to the preparation area. What should happen before food handling resumes? A. Proper hand washing. B. Changing the apron only. C. Rinsing the fingertips briefly. D. Putting on perfume. Answer A. Hands must be thoroughly washed after using the toilet and before returning to food preparation. Question number 7. Don't miss this temperature question. A cooked food item needs to be reheated before serving. Which temperature should all parts of the food reach for thorough reheating under Jamaica's food safety guidance? A. 40 degrees Celsius. B. 55 degrees Celsius. C. 70 degrees Celsius. D. 90 degrees Celsius. Answer C. Thorough reheating requires all parts of the food to reach at least 70 degrees Celsius, helping reduce the risk from harmful microorganisms. Question number 8. Pay close attention to this one. A food handler places freshly prepared food on a counter that was used for raw meat without cleaning and sanitizing it. What is the main concern? A. Food will lose moisture. B. Food will cool too quickly. C. The counter may change the food's flavor. D. Cross-contamination may occur. Answer D. Raw food surfaces can carry harmful microorganisms. Cleaning and sanitizing food contact surfaces before using them for ready-to-eat food helps prevent cross-contamination. Question number 9. This hygiene question is important. A food handler notices that a refrigerated food item has been held above the recommended cold holding temperature. What should be done? A. Assess the food according to food safety procedures rather than automatically serving it. B. Add ice directly to the food. C. Mix it with freshly prepared food. D. Serve it immediately without checking. Answer A. Temperature abuse can increase the risk of microbial growth. Food should be assessed according to established safety procedures before deciding whether it is suitable for use. Question number 10. Alright, think like a food handler. A food handler begins coughing repeatedly while preparing food. What is the most appropriate concern? A. The food may cook too slowly. B. Droplets or contamination from the worker could reach food or surfaces. C. The kitchen temperature will increase. D. The food will automatically become spoiled. Answer B. Coughing near exposed food can introduce contamination. Good personal hygiene and appropriate illness control practices are essential when working around food. Question number 11. Be careful with this situation. A food handler uses the same cutting board for raw poultry and sliced fruit without cleaning it between uses. What is the greatest risk? A. Loss of food color. B. Cross-contamination. C. Excessive food moisture. D. Reduced shelf life from oxidation. Answer B. Raw poultry may carry harmful microorganisms. Using the same uncleaned board for ready-to-eat fruit can transfer those microorganisms directly to the fruit. Question number 12. This one can easily confuse you. A refrigerator is overcrowded with prepared foods. Why can this create a food safety problem? A. It can restrict cold air circulation and interfere with proper temperature control. B. It makes food taste less salty. C. It automatically sterilizes the refrigerator. D. It prevents all bacterial growth. Answer A. Overloading a refrigerator can restrict air circulation and make it difficult for food to remain at a safe cold holding temperature. Question number 13. Remember this safety rule. A food handler discovers that a can has a swollen lid and is leaking. What should the handler do? A. Open it and smell the contents. B. Wash the outside and use it immediately. C. Do not use the can and follow the establishment's disposal procedure. D. Transfer the contents into a clean container. Answer C. Swelling and leakage can indicate serious spoilage or contamination. A damaged can should not be opened or served. Question number 14. Focus on the key detail here. Which practice is most appropriate when storing raw meat in a refrigerator with ready-to-eat foods? A. Store raw meat above cooked food. B. Place raw meat beside uncovered salad. C. Use the same container for both foods. D. Keep raw meat positioned so it cannot contaminate ready-to-eat food. Answer D. Raw foods should be stored in a way that prevents juices or other contamination from reaching ready-to-eat foods. Question number 15. Don't skip this important point. A food handler washes hands, but immediately touches a dirty door handle before starting food preparation. What should happen? A. Hands should be washed again before handling food. B. Gloves should be placed over the unwashed hands. C. The food should be handled quickly. D. The hands should be dried on the apron. Answer A. Touching a contaminated surface after hand washing can recontaminate the hands. Proper hand hygiene should be repeated before food handling. Question number 16. Think about cross-contamination here. Why should cleaning and sanitizing be treated as separate steps when required? A. Cleaning makes food colder. B. Cleaning removes soil, while sanitizing reduces microorganisms to a safer level. C. Sanitizing removes all visible grease without cleaning. D. The two processes have exactly the same purpose. Answer B. Cleaning removes food residue, grease, and other soil. Sanitizing is a separate step intended to reduce microorganisms on appropriately cleaned food contact surfaces. Question number 17. This is a good one to remember. A food handler notices that a prepared meal has an unusual odor and appearance. What is the safest action? A. Add spices to improve the smell. B. Mix it with a fresh batch. C. Do not serve it and follow the proper food disposal procedure. D. Taste a small amount to determine whether it is safe. Answer C. Unusual appearance or odor can indicate spoilage or contamination. Food handlers should never taste questionable food to determine whether it is safe. Question number 18. All right, what would you do here? A worker is preparing sandwiches with bare hands and touches their face during preparation. What should the worker do before continuing? A. Wipe the hands on a clean towel. B. Put gloves over the contaminated hands. C. Rinse the hands briefly. D. Wash the hands properly before resuming food preparation. Answer D. Touching the face can transfer microorganisms to the hands. Proper hand washing is necessary before returning to food preparation. Question number 19. Take a second and think. A container of prepared food is placed directly on the floor of a food preparation area. Why is this inappropriate? A. The container may be exposed to dirt, pests, or other contamination. B. The food will automatically become frozen. C. The food will lose all nutritional value. D. The container will become sterile. Answer A. Food and food containers should be stored in a manner that protects them from contamination. Floors can contain dirt, microorganisms, chemicals, and other hazards. Question number 20. Watch this question closely. A food handler uses a cleaning chemical near exposed food. What is the primary concern? A. The food may become warmer. B. The chemical could contaminate the food. C. The food may become more nutritious. D. The chemical will improve the food's flavor. Answer B. Cleaning chemicals must be stored and used so they cannot contaminate food, utensils, or food contact surfaces. Question number 21. This one tests your food safety knowledge. A food handler is experiencing vomiting before a scheduled food preparation shift. What is the safest course of action? A. Take medication and prepare food normally. B. Wear 2 pairs of gloves. C. Report the illness and avoid food handling according to workplace procedures. D. Work only with ready-to-eat foods. Answer C. Vomiting can be associated with infectious illness. Food handlers with relevant symptoms should report them and follow the establishment's illness policy to protect consumers. Question number 22. Think about the safest choice. A serving utensil falls onto the floor during meal service. What should the food handler do? A. Wipe it with a napkin and reuse it. B. Rinse it quickly and return it to service. C. Continue using it if the floor appears clean. D. Remove it from use and replace or properly clean and sanitize it. Answer D. A utensil that contacts the floor is contaminated. It should not be returned to food service without proper cleaning and sanitizing. Question number 23. Keep this rule in mind. Why should food handlers avoid wearing loose jewelry while preparing food? A. It can become a physical contaminant or interfere with hygienic work. B. It always changes the temperature of food. C. It prevents refrigerators from cooling properly. D. It makes food spoil instantly. Answer A. Loose jewelry can fall into food and can also make effective hand and personal hygiene more difficult. Question number 24. Students, stay alert on this one. A food handler receives a delivery of chilled food that is noticeably warmer than the required receiving temperature. What should the handler do? A. Mix it with properly chilled food. B. Accept it automatically because it is packaged. C. Follow the establishment's receiving procedure to assess or reject the unsafe delivery. D. Leave it at room temperature before refrigeration. Answer C. Temperature control begins when food is received. Food that arrives outside safe requirements should be assessed according to established receiving procedures rather than automatically accepted. Question number 25. Alright, let's see if you know this. A food handler cleans a work surface but leaves visible food residue behind before applying sanitizer. Why is this a problem? A. Sanitizer works better when more food residue is present. B. Remaining soil can interfere with effective sanitizing. C. Food residue automatically kills bacteria. D. Sanitizer should only be used on visibly dirty surfaces. Answer B. Surfaces should be properly cleaned before sanitizing. Food residue and other soil can interfere with the effectiveness of the sanitizing step.